Hey, I got a new microphone. Okay, go back to the other one.
So, the Switch Palaces. They're a really cool part of Super Mario World. Basically, you access them through secret exits, and they're short levels usually showing off ways to get 1-ups, and at the end of them, there's a big switch. And each Switch Palace has a different switch color, and for every switch color you enable, their respective blocks will become solid. For example, when you hit yellow switch, the yellow dotted blocks will become solid objects, or sprites as the game considers them. And the yellow blocks have mushrooms in them, green have capes, and magenta and blue ones don't have anything. But the title screen is a really weird aspect of Mario World with really weird aspects to it. So I was wondering what would happen if you were to hit one of these Switch Palaces switch on the title screen. So I did. So the main inspiration behind this question was Uncommented Panion's video on obtaining a star on the title screen demos. And if you don't know, these demos in Super Mario 64 you save file 1. And if you, for example, open the cannon in Jolly Roger Bay, then in the demo it'll be open too. So if you hit the yellow switch palace, will it unlock them for save file 1? Well, let's test this out. So I added the title screen to... Oh. Okay, now the switches look right. Basically, they only display correctly if it's a Switch Palace level. So I edited this level to have all the sprites of a Switch Palace level. And I tried to add the Switch Palace music, but I couldn't figure out how to add the music as it's already by default set to the main theme you are hearing right now. So, I don't know, the title screen just doesn't allow music, like the title screen stage. But as a result of switching to the tile set, which is what I did of the Switch Palace, the ground does not display correctly, but the switches do, so who cares? Now, something important to note is that if Mario dies on the title screen, he will get a game over and return to this stage with 1 life, infinite time, and every time he dies, he loses 1 life and gets a game over. So I made it where instead of jumping on the Koopa at the start, Mario will jump on the yellow switch. I also added a pipe that sends you to Yoshi's Island 1, and yep, the blocks are filled in now. And also whatever switch you jump on will disappear, so after Mario jumps on the switch, this message will appear. It appears likely because the message box for the Switch Palace isn't set here, so it just goes to the first message. So after the room reloads and he returns, the switch is gone. So out of curiosity, I added 3 other switches, and when you jump on them, the same text box appears, and whatever switch you jumped on will disappear, and the lines will be filled in. So I added Yoshi's Island 1 to have all these blocks, and yeah, they just acted before. And so I noticed at this point, Yoshi's Island 1 had all the same weird properties of the title screen. Every test is a game over, if you have 0 time, and if you die, you go back to the title screen. So I put the blue Switch Palace switch into Yoshi's Island 1, and it reloads to the title screen stage, and yet the switch is gone, and the blocks are filled in. Now, I like the reason for this switch's disappearance is that normally you can't re-enter a Switch Palace, so the switch disappears after being hit. So I did the only reasonable thing and edited Yoshi's Island 2 to be Yellow Switch Palace, and yep, same thing happened where it disappears afterwards. So the only reasonable thing to do after this was to see if the same thing happens on the intro stage. You know, the one that loads after you create a new save file. So after doing that, I found that it acts exactly like the title screen. The wrong text box appears, the room reloads, the blocks get filled in, the switch reloads forever. The room reloads forever, and the switch is gone. Something interesting I noticed is that only the appearance of the switch got deleted. The collision still works, but no matter if you wait or hit the switch, the room reloads forever. So I forgot to mention, I'm editing the video right now, and I forgot to mention that the collision for the P-switch actually stays there only if you set Mario's spawn position to right above the switch. If you set it anywhere right above the switch, then the switch, like everything about it will disappear. Just wanted to mention that because I forgot to mention that in the script. Now, the reason for these 2 switches to constantly reload is that when you enter Yoshi's Island 1, you enter from this part of the map, but you don't enter these stages through the map, so the game doesn't know where to send you when you die, and it just reloads the room. And this works as you never die in either stages, but with hacking you can. But without hacking, you can never do this, so that's likely why Nintendo didn't set what happens when you die. And also what happens if you load Yoshi's Island 1 normally and hit the switch? Well, the level ends, and again, the wrong message appears, and you finish it as is, and it just acts like you got the gold pole, as the Switch Palace usually are the primary exits like gold poles are, and also blue blocks will be filled in. Before I get to the outro, fun fact about the gold poles, I guess, there's a hidden bottom part of the poles that looks like a cloud bush. Also, the gold pole doesn't have to be at the same spot as the bar. So yeah, I hope you found this interesting like I did. I want to make more videos like this, whether it be Mario World or Paper Mario 64. I would want to make videos about Super Mario 64, but Panic 2012 already has that already, so I'll stick to my territory. But yeah, if you have any weird ideas or concepts, please tell me, whether it be YouTube comments, on Twitter, or by sending me a friend request and DMing me on Discord. I barely upload as I don't have any ideas, and if anyone has ideas, I'll make sure to credit you. But yeah, Rob's in the description if you want to test it out for yourself, and bye-bye. They use save file 1, and if you... Thanks. I was doing voiceover. Oh, got the NES. Okay, cool, we have an NES now. You don't... Oh my god.